Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Let's Make a Mill, where I'm basically just documenting my journey towards making $1 million. My name is Eugene Vasquez, and I invest into real estate. I invest in the stock market. I invest into REITs, which are known as real estate investment trusts, as well as any other types of investments that I find interesting. One of the recent ones was ARK Invest, which I invested into their ARK K Innovation Fund. That'll be another portion of the video later. But I want to go over my Fundrise Buy update. So as we can see, the account value today is at $26,974. I've been an investor since June of 2018. Account level is advanced, and I'm in the long-term growth plan. Recently, the Fundrise came out with a year-end letter to investors, basically detailing how Fundrise paired up against the stock market as well as public REITs. It's a good read. If you haven't read it, I really suggest you do. So let's take a look at my transactions. I recently purchased $500 of Fundrise, and that was on the 22nd of January, or this past Friday. So it should clear on the 28th. Oh, $411 is going into the interval fund, and then $88 is going into the gross REIT 7 fund, I believe. So that's pretty much it. For those of you who don't know what Fundrise is a real estate investment trust. It is a non-traded REIT, so it doesn't trade on the stock market like Avalon Bay Communities, for example. So when you put money into Fundrise, it is a long-term illiquid investment. So you have to have a time frame or an investment horizon of 5 years, and that's exactly the time that I plan to invest with them, about 5 to 10 years. I want this portfolio to get up to about $100,000. So we'll see how that goes over time. But I just wanted to provide this quick little buy update video for you guys and just show you the account. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my next account and show you the buy updates for that. All right, so I just logged into my M1 Finance brokerage account, and I am looking at the real estate income portfolio, which is made up of REITs, all real estate investment trusts. So we'll just do a quick buy update video for this. The current value sits at $22,547. I have a market gain of $967 with a dividend return of $368. The return is 18%. I recently put about, I believe, $500 into the account. I purchased 2 buys, which was American Tower Corp and CCI Crown Castle International Corp. If you haven't watched my other video on the actual portfolio update for this, I suggest you do it, so you guys could kind of get a better understanding of why my pie is so screwed up, and kind of what my way ahead is. But that'll do it for this video. Oh, and also in January, I got $147 in dividends, which is the highest amount of dividends I've received from this portfolio to date. So I'm doing really well on this, and I hope to grow over the long term. Again, I'm just kind of celebrating a small win. I used that money, that $147, and I just reinvested it back into the portfolio. So let's go ahead and log into my next account, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right. Welcome to my Robinhood brokerage account. This has been primarily a brand new account. I have had it for a long time, but I never really used it. I started experimenting with it late last year. I was doing swing trading, not really swing trading, but like I was buying, one company I was buying was NYMTN, I think, or MTP, one of those. It was New York. It was New York Mortgage Trust Company, which is a mortgage REIT. I bought it at a discounted price because I had the intention to sell it. So I got it to, I think, like 8%, 10% gain, and then I sold out of it. But it was only like with $500, so like $50 gain is nothing to be proud about. But then, I started really thinking, hey, I want to invest and diversify my holdings. I have no tech. I don't invest in tech because I'm scared of tech, and I'm not smart enough to pick tech. Of course, you can always go with the FANG stocks, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla. You can go with those companies and do very well. But I wanted to I wanted to invest in something, exciting, something different, and I wanted to diversify, kind of away from the S&P 500 index, or the total U.S. market index that I have with Fidelity, which has all those companies I just mentioned. So I went with ARK Invest. I decided to purchase into their ARK K innovation fund, which is a combination of their genomics, their cloud, their AI, and I think I forget what their other fund is. Basically, it's a combination of all their funds into a single fund. And I purchased into them because I've been reading a lot and listening to a lot of Kathy Wood, who's the fund manager. I listened to a few of her interviews and things like that, and I instantly fell in love with her vision and what she sees as the future. And I wanted to get a piece of that action, so I decided to invest into ARK. And you guys can see right here, I am invested into a little bit of crypto. I've been very hesitant on crypto, but again, I wanted to diversify my holdings a bit. I have a large portion of my net worth in physical real estate. I have 3 houses and 1 triplex. And then I'm invested into real estate income trusts like Fundrise and REITs, as well as a total U.S. stock market index. So I wanted to diversify across everything. I thought about getting gold, like a gold ETF, but I was like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I decided to go with crypto because it's a hedge against the inflation that is to come. And as we saw recently, Bitcoin has been skyrocketing. You know, um, and the quote that came to mind was, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. So I should have bought earlier. I should have really bought earlier, but I didn't, and now we're at this all-time high, and it looks like it's starting to go down now, but we'll see. Um, I'm gonna just put in a little bit of money into Bitcoin, every paycheck, and it'll probably be a very small, relatively small position, maybe like 5% of my total assets or 5% of my total net worth, that I'll be putting into crypto. You can see that my equity, is $1,100. I actually have a loss of $78. I was up for quite a bit, which is the exciting thing. But now I think the rush up, the hype is starting to die down. It'll probably go down a little bit more. I have no idea. We'll see. But let's take a look at the account. So in my Robinhood account, I have $3,000. 1,900 of it is going to ARK Innovation ETF. Again, I'm investing in them because they're investing in kind of bleeding edge companies, or in companies that are doing bleeding edge stuff like AI driven cars, electric, cloud computing, AI, genomics. Still don't fully understand genomics, but I think this is an exciting fund to be invested in. The expense ratio for this fund, I believe, is like 0.075, which is relatively high, compared to like just regular indexes. But again, I'm paying for the expertise. I'm paying for them to manage my money and make the purchases into the companies that I'm too scared to purchase or research on. So very excited about this. Very excited about this fund, and I hope to grow it over time. By the end of the year, my goal is to have about $10,000 in this fund alone. So we will see how this all plays out. As for crypto, I had, I think really it's like $1,200 or so. Yeah, about $1,200 cash value. But I have a negative return right now. I'm down $80, which is not too big of a deal for me. And Bitcoin is going to be a long-term hold. I know I'm probably pissing off some people who've been following me because I've always said I would not invest in crypto. I don't invest in anything that doesn't provide a return. And I'm really going back on my word. But I had to really take a look at things. I had to take a look at my holdings, and I'm like, I need to diversify away from real estate. I am so real estate heavy. I need to find something else that is not real estate related. and crypto and a tech fund just made the most sense for me. Um, I don't know how crypto is going to play out. I may be buying on the hype. I think it's probably a good inflation hedge. But this Bitcoin and crypto in general is extremely volatile. Nobody knows where the heck it's going, and anytime it blows up, and it jumps $10,000 overnight, it's all based off hype. It's all based off just momentum that it picks up from people hearing about Bitcoin in the news or crypto in the news. Something as simple as like the new administration's Treasury Secretary, I believe. I can't remember her name, but she basically made a comment about crypto and then it tanks. So like crypto is extremely volatile. Uh, this is going to be a long-term hold for me. I'm talking 5-10 years. For full transparency, I have about $5,000 in Litecoin. I purchased it the height of I think 2017, maybe 20 mid early 2018, when Litecoin was like reaching all-time highs, and then it died. And then I'm still negative like $2,000. It's never recovered, and that kind of scarred me because again, be fearful when others are greedy, and I was being greedy, and I ended up paying the price for it. Uh, Bitcoin, I think, in my opinion, is going to be the one coin that comes out on top over all the other coins. So again, this will be kind of a long-term holding for me. It doesn't pay any dividends, of course. This will be more for growth, or at least having money available that's not in stocks or real estate. So again, please don't hate me. I know a lot of people might be a little pissed that I'm investing into crypto, because I've been an anti-crypto person for a very long time. Um, but it just makes the most sense for me in my position. I'm still very excited about ARK and what it's going to be doing. It's been reaching all-time highs recently, new all-time highs, and the fund, if you look at it, has just been doing. It's outperformed the freaking S&P 500. It's just on a roll. Kathy Wood is, I'm not going to hype her up. You can Google her or YouTube her or whatever, but she's honestly just a visionary. She understands where tech is going. She understands, what is the future, and she has this vision that I can get behind. She sees that tech is going to be the major players. As the world continues to evolve, we had, the web, the information age, and now we have social media, then social media 2.0, then web 2.0, and it's just going to keep going. AI is definitely the way ahead. Electric self-driving cars are the way ahead. As more science and technology start to blend, you're going to have, technology go rampant in science. People cloning each other or whatever. I don't know, but it's just an exciting time. So I wanted to get in on the action, and then see where this goes. So all this lends to where's my portfolio actually gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the spreadsheet, and we'll take a quick look. All right, guys. Whoops, let me delete that real fast. So let's take a look at where I'm at. Nothing really changed in my real estate holdings. I mean, I haven't added a new property. Equities, aside from the REIT portfolio, crypto and tech fund getting an additional $500. I think the tech fund got $600. I should have showed you guys to buy, but my bad. Um, I didn't put anything in the total market fund. Fundrise added another $500. 401k didn't add anything. I actually had to withdraw money from my cash fund, which decreased my cash holding. Um, I withdrew $7,300 because I had to pay for repairs for Chestnut, and I recently got paid, and I wanted to fill up the cash reserve, so I ended up putting $3,000 back, which brought me to an account value of $10,600. My account totals are $311,000, $242. So let's take a look at, since I'm introducing crypto and tech fund, let's see what that looks like in the portfolio. So right now we have a total market fund or total market equity of 41%. My REIT portfolio accounts for 52%. and crypto accounts for 3%, and my technology fund accounts for 4%. I want to realistically get the tech fund to about 10% by itself of the total fund, and crypto will probably be at maybe like 5%, maybe 5, maybe even 10%. I don't know, because these are going to be two high growth funds, at least I think. Crypto may take a massive dive, and then I'll be negative. I'll be negative money. So we'll see. Um, so that's what the portfolio looks like. We can take a look at the larger portfolio. Real estate still accounts for, like I said, more than half of my total assets, invested assets, and then that coupled with a non-traded REIT. I mean, you're talking 68% almost. And then equities, if we're really to include the REIT portfolio, um, you're almost talking 70 something percent in total of my actual portfolio, like portfolio makeup. So like 82% and versus the equities, So that's why I decided to introduce crypto and a technology fund to diversify my holdings. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the description. Hit me, or I'm sorry, down below in the comment section. Hit me with a like or dislike. Hit that subscribe button if you found any of this fun or exciting or interesting. And I will see you guys in the next buy update video. Thanks for watching.